Hello everyone and welcome, it's Shanna. Now here I'm working with one of the Spellbinder's new etched dies. It is called Withered Viburnum etched die. And it's basically, you've got this floral piece here and then you've got two leaf elements there. And I'm going to take this floral piece and die cut it out of some blue scrap cardstock that I've got. And I'm going to do my leaves out of there as well. I'm going to do two of the purple florals, and I think I wind up doing 3 sets of leaves, and then I wind up only using 2. So I'm going to get them taped down here, and I'm going to run them through my scout machine, and we'll just get all of our die cutting done, and then we will begin assembling our card. So I need my little, my plates are getting worn, so I need my little Spellbinder's 2-in-1 tool to kind of scrape them off of my plates because they're getting really worn. And I'm just going to run it through again. And I'm going to grab some more green paper and run it through as well. And then we'll have essentially 2 floral elements because you're supposed to, do the 2 leaves for the 1 floral element. And so that's what I did. And then I wound up doing an extra set of green leaves, thinking that I was going to do a pink set of florals as well. And I actually changed my mind and decided to just go with the 2 purple blooms. And so that's what I do. But I'm die cutting out an extra set, and it actually is a little different color green than what I originally used. I'm just going to pull the tape off the dies and get them put back in the little plastic that they came in, and then we're going to start working on our card base. So what I'm going to do is take just a white hammer mill card base and just get it scored up and pressed, and we're going to use it. And then I'm going to bring in a couple white panels. I saw something on Tina Smith today that I liked, and I'm kind of doing something similar. So I've taken the August Spellbinder embossing folder of the month, hand-drawn lines, and I've got it embossed, and now I am trimming it down to 4 5 1/4 so that I'll have a little white edge on my card. And next I'm going to bring in a couple of white panels, and we're going to bring in the Emerald Label die set, and I'm going to use them to die cut out on these white panels. Now this panel, I'm going to take the Emerald etched die that has the etched design on it, and I'm going to die cut it out of the center of this panel. And so I'm going to get it taped down so that I've got a good distance between the inner die and the outer die. And then I'm going to take this other die and another panel, and I'm going to die cut it out of the center. And I'm going to keep these frames because I could use them for something. And I'm going to keep the center piece that I took out of the middle of this one as well, because these could certainly be used for other pieces. And so now I've just got a white frame there, and I'm going to bring in some acetate that I have die cut out with the same die. I have laid it, I've laid some foam, some double-sided tape on there, and I'm just pressing it down. And then I'm going to bring in some real thin foam tape, and I'm going to get it laid down all the way around that Emerald Label die there. And we'll just get it laid down, and then we'll pull off the release paper and we'll get it laid down on that white panel that we have die cut out. And I've just got this really thin foam tape that I'm using from scrapbook.com here. And I'm going to get it laid down on there and pull off the release papers. Some of them came off as I was laying them down. I cut some of that out because it took me a minute to mess with them. And now I'm going to bring in some, these are some, I'll link them in the description box. They're just real shiny stars and little pieces that are just die cut out, and they just are iridescent and take on a lot of different colors and stuff. And I thought they'd be really pretty underneath this window here with all white, and it looks really, really pretty. And then we're going to lay down our embossed panel on our card base, and I was having trouble with my glue there. And it's going to have a little white edge around it, and then we're going to lay our emerald die cut pieces on top of that. And so we're just doing tone on tone, just white on white on white on white, I guess. And I think it looks really pretty and super clean. I love how this card comes together. And I hope that I can get a decent picture so you can see how absolutely gorgeous it is. So I'm going to take my bone folder and just kind of run it along that bottom panel and just help to kind of get it adhered to my card base. And it's really, really pretty. Now I'm just taking this 2-in-1 tool from Spellbinders and poking the little holes out of this floral element. Now, I went on Spellbinders' website and tried to find one of Susan Tierney Cochran's videos on how to make these, and I think they're kind of domed, like they're circular things, but I wasn't sure because she didn't have a video how you make them really, really domed like the picture on the site shows. So I used my scoring tool there, my little stylus, and kind of made some little impressions on the purple die cut piece and tried to make them circular, but it didn't turn out the way that I liked it. And here I'm just bending the leaves where the scoring is from the die and kind of curling them up a little bit just so we'll have some dimension. And I do them all, but I'm only going to use just the 4 pieces. And because I wasn't extremely happy with how my purple floral element came, I decided to bring in some jewels, and I am going to embellish those flowers with these jewels and kind of make that bubbled look on this flower. And I know it's not correct, and I'm sure that there'll be a video that shows how you correctly create those almost seed-like looking flowers. I mean, they just look like a rounded seed, but I was really pleased once I got all of these embellishments laid down on there, how pretty they look, and they just shine, and they really give some dimension to the floral. And so while I'm sure I probably didn't assemble it exactly as the die was intended, this looks fabulous when I get it together. So I'm just going to position my leaves and get my floral elements laid down on there, and then these will be the center points for our card. Now this floral die cut piece is part of a collection, and they're the winter collection. They're from Susan Tierney Cochran, and it's some kind of a winter theme name. I can't remember what it's called. You can buy a bundle of them or you can buy them individually, and I'll link the individual one in the description box below. But since it was kind of a winter collection, I went ahead and used a winter sentiment when we get down to the end here. So I'm going to get these floral elements laid on there and get my leaves attached, and then we'll get them positioned on our card. And I think they look fantastic, even though they're not completely rounded like the picture shows on the website. And I am setting out on my back patio this evening and just enjoying the evening. So if you hear the sounds of nature, that's why. So I'm actually going to just use some glue on this and just lay it down on the acetate and then give it plenty of time to adhere. I couldn't find my tape runner, so I'm just going to use the glue press and just get it laid down on there. And this is just beautiful. I wish you could see all the sparkle and the shine of this, and I'm hoping to capture it in the picture. So now I'm going to get my sentiment, and actually I noticed that when I laid the floral down on the greenery, there were a couple spots that I felt like I could add a couple more embellishments to, just to kind of cover up the stem. And so that's what I'm doing here. I just laid some glue down there, and I'm just going to cover up the stem, and that'll be all for the embellishments, and it looks really, really pretty. And now I'm going to grab a sentiment and lay it down on there, and this is one of those winter sentiments, and it says snow much fun. And I'm just going to bring in some of that thin foam tape and just pop it up a little bit, and we'll just put it on the bottom of our frame. and we've got a super clean, really pretty card. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.